What's up, guys? It's Tanaya. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, if you're new, welcome. We do TV show reviews, so make sure to subscribe if you watch a lot of the shows that I'm talking about. So we're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, the episode starts off with Giselle talking about Jamal. I am over it. At least I'm just over her just saying that they broke up because of long distance and COVID. They live in two different states and stuff like that. Yes, that can break people up. But I feel like she's using that instead of saying Monique outed him for having a baby while he was rekindling things with her. And I think Robin kind of hints, not exactly why they broke up, but she hints at the fact that they didn't break up because of COVID. Because she just says, I think they probably would have fell out anyway, you know, despite COVID and long distance. Because clearly, after the reunion last season, you know, there was no way she was staying with him. But I don't think she wants to give that any more light because it's embarrassing for her. But I'd rather not talk about it at all and move on. But when you think about it, what else is Giselle going to talk about besides her daughter trying to pass her permit test so she can drive, and why her and Jamal broke up? Like, she doesn't have a storyline. Like, so she's kind of forced to talk about it because what does she have going on at this point? It would have been a storyline for her to share the, you know, dismantling of her and Jamal's relationship, her outing him about the child, but maybe she didn't want to go down that route. That is her kid's father, so I don't know. Whatever works for them, make it work. So then they go into Michael and Ashley going out to dinner, and was it just me, or like just seeing Michael and Ashley in a sit-down dinner like that just kind of reminds you of when they were at another sit-down dinner, I believe that was last season, and she was addressing Michael potentially cheating on her when those pictures and stuff came out. It just gave me flashback vibes. But this time, you know, she's just she's just like re-falling in love with her husband, and he's been, you know, doing the date nights and stuff like that, trying to keep things spicy since they're not like as physically active or whatever. And she got that baby bag ready to go because Miss Ashley is about to pop, which we, you know, later seen at the end of the episode where she actually had to be taken to the hospital, and she was very emotional because her current child now isn't going to be the only child, so she was just emotional about that, and clearly she's having the baby next episode, so that baby was ready to come out. Now, there really wasn't that much going on in this episode. This episode was dry to me. This whole episode was about the text message between Mia, Robin, and Giselle. How, you know, Giselle wanted to meet up with Mia, and Giselle just told her, don't bring Karen. And Mia was like, well, you know, there's basically nothing I need to discuss with you. Like, if you want to discuss business there. If you don't want to discuss business, there's nothing else that I need to talk to you about. Because Mia doesn't want people to feel like they have control over who she can bring to things or whatever. Now, I completely understand where Mia's coming from. I wouldn't want somebody to say, oh, you can come, but don't bring this person, oh, bring that. Like, I guess with Mia being a business owner, or just strong woman in general, or just independent and control of a lot of things in her life, she doesn't like to let people think that they have control over how she moves and how she does things, or who she hangs around, or who she may bring along. And she has every right to feel that way. Giselle probably could have called her, and it would have came off completely different to say, hey girl, I just want to get to know you a little more, you know, just you and I, just so we can like chat and get to know each other more kind of outside of the whole group. She could have covered it up that way, and then it wouldn't have been like oh, don't bring Karen, like, because that's just messy and foul, you know. So they get to the pajama jam thing, and Mia's not there yet, and all the other girls are talking about this text message or whatever, and talking about Mia behind her back, and Karen is trying to, you know, kind of like mediate and defend Mia in a way. You know, and Karen wants Mia to like address the issue and squash it so everybody can move on. So Mia gets there, and before we get to that, Miss Wendy is very confident this season, I noticed. And I guess, you know, a boob job and a little tuck in and adding in the booty area really make you like feel yourself. She's very confident this season, which I didn't really see a lot of last season too much. She just has a different glow to her. But Mia comes and everybody, I wasn't feeling how everybody was attacking her. Like the whole group was coming at her. Wendy's throwing in her 2 cents because Wendy didn't like when Mia put her hand in her face. You got, of course, the green-eyed bandits, freaking Robin and Giselle coming at her over the text message. And then you got the new girl, I never forget, I can't remember her name. She's throwing in her 2 cents, and they all just attacking Mia. I would not have thought, of all people, but Candace was hosting, that Candace would be the one to say and break it up and say, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, like, she was not in support of all of those girls ganging up on Mia or whatever. And I didn't like how before Mia got there, like, oh, are we going to be nice to Mia? Like, what is this, Mean Girls? Like, this is like some initiation kind of thing. Some, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, yes, Mia's new, she's here, but y'all got to sit here and decide before she comes if y'all going to be nice to her. Mia, please go. Find a new crew to hang out with because these girls ain't it. They ain't on your level anyway. Mia seemed like a good time, real honest, upfront type of chick, and these girls are very catty, talk behind your back. You can't trust them as far as you can throw them. You know, they need to throw in like 2 or 3 more girls like Mia. I think Mia and Ashley, if Mia and Ashley met before Ashley had kids, they would be real cool because they both are like more free spirit, kind of upfront or whatever. They need to bring in 2 or 3 more girls like Mia and get rid of some of the ones they got now because it's just, it's becoming like Mean Girls versus New Girls, and I don't like that. And Karen's always in the middle of neutral. I don't like it. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see that. And we're arguing over a text message of her saying, you know, if you don't have anything to discuss other than business, we don't need to, you know, we don't need to talk. You know, like Mia was being aggressive and she did own it. Like her text message, you know, was pretty aggressive or whatever, but she felt like Giselle was trying to control her, and clearly Mia doesn't want anybody trying to control what she got going on or how she moves or whatever. I think if they actually spoke on the phone, the whole thing wouldn't even happen. But I just don't like how the girls like to gang up on people all the time. It's just like, y'all are some real mean girls, and this is just not cool to watch at all. Like, it's just not cool. So I'm just like, all of this over a text message, please let's move on. And then they got so upset when she was like, oh, to the other new girl, like, oh, how many businesses do you own? And then Robin, you can tell, because sometimes when people say things and it sets somebody off, they're low-key like offended and hurt by it, and they feel attacked when the attack isn't even directed at them. So Robin felt attacked. Why does it matter how many businesses she owns? Blah, blah, blah. And I think it's because Robin felt attacked. Maybe because she knows that Mia is a boss. I don't know. Because why would that bother you if she's not directing it towards you? But anyway, Mia goes, how many businesses do you own? Because she wanted to use that as an example to say, if you own a lot of businesses or a business, then you wouldn't want somebody like dictating how you move or how you make decisions or who you're around and stuff like that. You know, the example didn't go over well. Clearly, the girls just took offense to it and probably just looked at it like she was trying to attack the girl from a money standpoint, but not really like, you know, how a business owner kind of moves or whatever. So that kind of flew over everybody's head. And then Mia approaches Giselle separately at the party and, you know, just took ownership of the text, blah, blah, blah. You know, honestly, at this point, let's just squash everything. Mia and Giselle won't be cool. You know, Mia and Robin won't be cool, and let's just move on, because they get upset at each other over stupid stuff. Like, it's so stupid. It's just like, why am I even talking about it? And these are like grown women. So it's really like, it's just like, we just got to do better. And then I feel like it's just, they all are ganging up on Mia because she's the new girl. And she's popping. You know, she looks great. Her hair looks great. Her body looks great. She is a she's a boss. She owns several locations of her, what is that, chiropractic center or whatever. So she's out here doing it, and she got money, you know. And I feel like there's some girls who are very intimidated by it, and they're attacking her because of it. You know, she came in on some boss status, some pretty girl status, and they don't like it. They don't like it. Those girls still over there trying to get themselves together. I'm not talking about everybody, but a lot of them still trying to get themselves together and figure out how to get some more coin. And she's already got it. And that's why I think they're ganging up on her, because they're making a big deal out of every little thing that she says. Like, oh, you know, like when she clarified like the surgery she had down there, her lady part, they're like, oh, do you not know physical anatomy? Oh, did you get this part done or just the part in the middle? You don't know the difference? It's just like, who cares? Who cares? This is the realest, most honest, upfront girl we have seen on reality TV, honey. Let her step aside and let Miss Mia come through, okay? Let her save the season, please. Let her do her God-given work, because, oh my gosh, I almost want to say get rid of most of the old girls and bring Mia on and whoever her crew is, so we can see how they living, okay? All right, that's all I got to say about Potomac. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.